Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be answering questions. I have my mom with me and I'm going to be asking her questions you're too afraid to ask your mom. Some of them are directed like towards me or like about me, and then some are like overall, like anybody can like, I guess, relate, or like if somebody wanted to ask that question.
So there's your questions that
they can like, I guess, gain advice from, but then some of them are just like, I want to know for me, like about my life. But that's what today's video will be about, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with like just like a not too like, I guess, crazy or anything. So when is it okay to let your daughter's boyfriend sleep around? Like sleep over? Yeah. Like when is it okay?
Never.
Like never, even if they're grown adults?
I've never allowed anybody to sleep over.
Yeah, you have. In a different room.
Oh, well, like in a situation where maybe they came over and, you know, it gets late and they stay, but when you said sleepover, I thought you meant like in the same room. So yeah, like I could probably count it on one hand, but yeah, like, I mean, like if we refer to Bubba, he's
I would
probably
feel weird too,
over.
like if like I'm 23, I would feel weird like if I was like, my boyfriend's gonna spend the night.
Yeah.
Like I would feel weird. Like maybe like I'm old enough, like if I had a boyfriend, like, oh, I'm gonna go stay at my boyfriend's house.
Maybe
that's different.
But I don't. Like,
well, yeah, I mean, but if you're like little, like 18, like, oh, I'm gonna go spend the night with my boyfriend.
But like Bubba stayed over, but like in, I mean, rare situations, but it's happened. But he like sleeps in a different on the couch or yeah. But okay. No, I would never allow y'all to.
I feel like I would feel weird though if I even asked.
Yeah, you probably would feel awkward.
Can my boyfriend spend the night with me? Yourself. Like, yeah, maybe like come over, watch movies.
Yeah.
Like, but I wouldn't really ask. Another question is, how do you reject someone? So like somebody that like, I guess, likes you, and then like how do you reject them, I guess, in the nicest way?
I guess it depends on the situation or who the person is. Like if you guys were
friends or strangers.
So
well, I have another question that's for friends. So this is just like a random person, like that's like, hey, would you want to go out to dinner? You know that you don't want to go.
Wait.
So yeah, so how would you reject a stranger? Because I have another question that will refer to like a friend. So this is like for a stranger.
I just not interested in.
I have a boyfriend, sorry.
Yeah, you could say like, you have a boyfriend, or you could say you're married, even though you're not married.
Yeah, that's true.
But a stranger, I think, is easier to.
Because you could lie and then they'll never know.
Right.
Hey, are you barking at people?
So rude.
We're in the middle of a video. Okay, so yeah, I think a stranger is a lot easier to reject than a person that you know, right?
Agree.
Okay. Does your butterfly, I'm gonna say butterfly, but it'll make sense, I think. Does your butterfly go back to how it was after you have kids? Does your butterfly, does it go back to normal?
It's been way too long since I had kids.
So do you think that it went back to normal?
So no, I mean, I would say no. I think that's
like it changes forever.
Obviously, it's not.
Obviously, I've never had kids, so I don't know.
But it's been way too long. First of all, I had kids way too young. Shouldn't have been having kids. And then second of all, it's been 20. What? How old are you?
23. Well, about to be 24.
It's been almost 24 years. So.
But it doesn't go back to normal, like at all.
I would say no. Again, it's been so long that I was so young when I had a kid. So honestly,
yeah, obviously it's not gonna go back to normal right away. But I'm saying like after a long time.
It like that could be a little bit more specific. Like your butterfly, as in like, you know what I mean? Like,
well, when you have a baby, like.
Yeah, obviously it stretches. And I mean, I'm sure it doesn't go right back to where it was, because it.
Well, it's like when people have a baby and their belly like stretches. Your belly never goes back to normal. So down there it doesn't go back to normal either.
I would say no, but.
So basically, you're changed. Like you're changed forever, right?
Sure, scarred forever.
That's scarred in a good way, because then you have kids like me.
Yes,
That
exactly.
you're so thankful for. Okay,
Totally.
okay, what would you do if I came out as a lesbian? What would you do?
Accept you.
You'd accept me fully?
Yeah.
Would you be like, would you be surprised, or would you be like...
I would be surprised. Yes.
It's because I feel like my dad, like, he used to like joke around. I don't know if it was... Somebody would joke around with me and they'd be like, oh my god,
I think
it's okay if you don't have, if you like...
It's okay
It's okay if you like girls. I'm like, well, obviously it's okay. How many times did you sneak out as a kid? Oh, every day.
Actually...
Well, no, I feel like you didn't really sneak out because grandma didn't really care, right? She would kind of just let you.
Grandma wasn't strict.
So I feel like it
but
wasn't
I
really
did-
considered sneaking out.
I didn't sneak out.
Or maybe
a lot.
lie about where you were going,
Oh yeah, for sure.
but not sneak out.
I mean, I've sneaked out of my house before, but it wasn't like... It wasn't often.
What do you think of best friends of the opposite sex? So like me as a girl, like having a guy best friend, or guys having girl best friends.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Like, do you think it's like... I feel like it's a real thing. Like, people can be just friends. Like, if I have a boyfriend and then I have my guy best friend. Like, I feel like you can have guy best friends.
Yeah.
Because I know some people think like, oh no, guy best friends, there's no such thing. But I feel like those are like, I don't know, people that are like insecure about their like relationships, I feel like.
Or controlling.
I feel like it's 100% possible to have just a guy best friend.
Especially if you were friends with that person before you met your spouse or before you
Yes.
met your significant other. And then that they're like, oh, I don't want you to be
Now,
friends
if you
with
make
them.
if you make a guy best friend like after your relationship, I feel like that's a little weird.
Not like, oh, I just got married and then like 2 months later
I
you
just
have
found a guy
a new best
best
friend.
We go out to lunch sometimes. Yeah, that's a little weird. Do you prefer, well, obviously not now, but like, do you prefer dating just one person and see where it goes, or dating multiple people until you decide? Like, are you a date multiple at once, or date one and that's it?
Definitely date, well, in my opinion, date one and get to know them.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, everybody's different, but I feel like I
can't.
I barely like to go out on a date with one person. I can't imagine dating multiple people. Like, oh my god, I have to go out to eat this week.
Yeah.
And then I have to go out with another person next week, and I have to learn about their favorite color and remember the other person's favorite color. Oh, your color was green? No. Oh, that was the other guy. I feel like I can't do that.
No,
but I know
couldn't
people
either.
do it. I just...
Yeah. I mean, nothing
It's
against...
not my preference, but
Right.
everybody has different ways of dating.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
no.
not mine. Okay, what would you do if I walked in tomorrow and told you that I was having a baby? Obviously, I don't have a boyfriend. I don't talk to anybody. Mom, I'm gonna have a baby.
I'd be excited because I'm gonna have a grandbaby. But then obviously I'd like
The situation
wonder where the
of
baby
it.
came from.
So where did this baby pop out from?
But yeah, I wouldn't be upset. I'd be happy because we don't have any babies.
Yeah.
And
It would just be the situation that would be like, where did this baby
I'd
come
be
from?
like, where did you go make this baby at?
Specifically with who? Okay, how do you stay friends with your crush after confessing and being rejected? So now this one refers to your friends. How do you stay friends with somebody that you confessed, I guess, your love for or whatever, and then
You want to go back to being
you?
friends?
No, they rejected you.
Right. So how do you stay friends with them? You're
How do you stay
asking.
friends with somebody that doesn't feel the same way that you do about them?
I don't think you could stay friends with them.
Like, it's not possible.
Well, I don't see how. If you have feelings for that person and that person doesn't have feelings for you.
Yeah.
So how are you gonna go back to being
To
their
just
friend
being friends.
when...
Or not so much that like it's not so much like, oh, you went into like this phase of not being friends and being more than friends. It was just like you just one day were like, oh, I feel like this about you and I've been wanting to tell you, and then they're like, oh, I don't feel like that about you?
I would say you couldn't be friends with them anymore if you have feelings for them.
Because then it just ruins.
Well, how are you going to go back to being just friends?
Well, no, you were always friends. You just confessed your feelings, though.
Right, so how are you going to go back to being just friends and pretending like those feelings
yeah,
aren't there? Then you'd be like My Best Friend's Wedding.
Oh my god.
Julia Roberts.
Oh, that movie's so sad.
Except they stayed friends because, you know.
I still don't think they were supposed to stay friends, but...
But yeah, no.
I think they were supposed to be more than friends, but... If someone cheats on you, should you stay with them and work it out, or should you automatically leave them?
I think it depends on the situation. Oh, and my earring just fell out of my ear. I think it depends on the situation. I think it could happen, and it is possible for you to work out a relationship after being, I guess, unfaithful or cheating. But I think it depends on the situation and how, you know,
bad it was.
Yeah, how bad it was. There's a lot of factors that I think factor into that.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like, I don't know. And then when you're with someone and maybe like there's been multiple times where the person has maybe not like cheated, but maybe, you know, like has shown you different ways of being unfaithful, not necessarily finding somebody like sleeping with someone.
Just like consistent.
But just like multiple times, I think, you know, that's something that I believe you can't stay with that person.
What is your outlook on being intimate before marriage?
Well, obviously, I mean,
everybody has their own opinion, but I feel like modern day, today's world.
Well, yeah, in today's world, I think a lot of people,
a lot of things are different.
You know, a lot of people live with each other before they get married now. I think that, you know, that should be something, that's something special, and that, you know, you should make sure that that happens with someone that, you know, that you love, and that, you know, they love you, and all those beautiful things. But nowadays, I mean, that doesn't really happen. People, you know, are intimate before they get married, right? That was the question. Before marriage. So I'm not
Jax is barking. Playing with his toy. Sorry.
So I don't, you know, judge anyone who does, because obviously I did.
She had me.
Had her. Way before, and never even married. So yeah.
Yeah. So a lot
like
of people move in together before marriage and stuff. Yeah. And I'm not saying that just because you move in, people like are intimate, because maybe there's some people that aren't. But like a lot of things are different nowadays. I feel like maybe like back in the day, like it was like people looked at you a certain way.
We got pizza.
She wants some pizza.
You guys want pizza?
Bruh. So I was just saying that I feel like back in the day, a lot of people judged if you did do that. But I feel like nowadays, like it's different. Like not everybody's as judgy about that topic. Like
I don't think it's frowned upon like it used to be.
Everything's different nowadays. Even going back to the whole like lesbian thing, I feel like back then, like that was like, oh my god, like no, like people, well no, even then people are still, I think people still struggle with like family not accepting them or whatever, but I feel like it's not as like frowned upon, like you know, those are things that you just
I think it's a beautiful thing for people who do it, and I think obviously, you know, that is the right thing to do, but
that was all the questions. Some of them were for my Instagram, because I had put a post like ask me questions to ask your mom, and like a few people asked me, but for the most part I had to like look some up. I feel like when we were answering questions, like she wasn't really looking at the camera, like she was looking at me, or like she would like look down, I was like, look at the camera. But so if you noticed that, but I'm gonna ask you one more question before you leave. How do you stay being a good mom?
Me personally?
Yeah, like what's your advice for moms, like to be a good mom, I guess. That was the question. How do you stay being a good mom? But yeah.
How do you stay being a good mom? For one, I think when you have I didn't always have Jesus in my heart, so I haven't always been the greatest mom. But
We've been through some stuff.
Yeah, but just knowing the Lord like has really helped me, I think. And then, me getting emotional.
Oh, me gonna cry. I think patience, right?
Yeah, I think just like praying for your kids and just being there for them.
I feel like when you were younger, you didn't have as much patience, and as you got
Yeah.
older, like I think with each kid, her patience grew, cause when, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know, just like
It's okay, girl. Don't cry.
I think honestly, just me knowing like getting closer to
Going
God
to
has
church
really
and
helped
praying
me
about things.
to be a better mom. So
Don't cry, girl. It's gonna
sorry,
be okay.
I'm a Chiona.
Okay, so that will be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you liked the questions. Again, most of them I had to like come up with them or like look some up, which was kind of hard. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you want to see any other videos with my mom or with anybody else, just comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, me. Don't cry, girl.
Me getting emotional.